Rarely seen color photos of World War II that truly bring history to life. Bataan Death March from Left to Right. Private First Class Samuel Stenzler, September 15, 1893 to May 26, 1942. Private First Class Frank Spear, 1919 July 9, 1945, and Captain James MacDonald Gallagher, 1915 April 9, 1942, are resting with hands bound during the Bataan Death March to Camp O'Donnell, Capas, Tarlac, Philippines in a captured Japanese photo. Their hands are bound because they were found to possess either Japanese money, personal photos, or some other contraband. The figure to the extreme right is a Japanese soldier, who the three appear to be listening to. It's likely Gallagher and possibly the other men were beaten soon after this view was taken. None of the three men would survive captivity. All were weakened by lack of food, extreme stress, and constant movement. Image colorized by ESS. Caption. American troops stormed the south bank of the Pasig River during the American assault on the walled city on February 23, 1945 during the Battle of Manila. Photo source. National Archives and Records Administration colorized by ESS. Photo caption. 2. Sorbetero, Sherbet Man, date. 1890-1907 Source repository. University of Michigan. Special Collections Library colorized by ESS. Helado Mantecado, French vanilla ice cream. It is a wonder how Filipina hospitality could produce desserts such as helado, ice cream, fruit ices and sorbets considering that ice plants were introduced here only in the early 1900s. As early as the mid-1800s people already had recipes for ice cream and knew about the existence of the garapinera, ice cream maker. According to Dr. Serafin Quiason, our foremost authority on early Philippine trade, ice was imported to the country in the late 1800s. With the opening of the Suez Canal after 1869, the Americans brought ice, insulated by sawdust and straw, on ships from New England crossing the Atlantic to India. From India, the ships took the Pacific route. The ice was rationed among the rich who could afford to have it delivered daily in wooden iceboxes. This explains the existence of ice cream recipes in the Philippines long before the ice plant became a franchise, usually awarded by the government to the richest in town. Excerpt from Milk. Beyond the Dairy Proceedings of the Oxford Symposium on Food and Cookery 1999 edited by Harlan Walker published in 2000 by Prospect Books, Alalay House, Blackaton, Totnes, Devon TQ 97DL, England. Market at Ermita, Manila, Philippines, early 20th century, H.C. White Company at John Tewell, colored by ESS. Gate at Cavite, early 1900s Keystone View Company colorized by ESS. The Porta Vega in 1602, the Spaniards built the historical fortress of Porta Vega, a 20-foot-high fort that guarded the entrance to the Spanish city. The name could have been suggested by the Tagalog Puertang Bago, New Door. The massive walls of San Felipe were erected in 1614 to protect the navy yard against incursions by Moro pirates, Dutch invaders and other groups opposing their rule. During the American era, it was used as a station of the U.S. Marines. It was eventually destroyed during the Second World War. The city was officially baptized Cavite that year when it was established as a politico-military district and capital of Cavite Province. The Isthmus del Rosario linked Cavite with the mainland. Market at Ermita, Manila, Philippines, early 20th century, H.C. White Company at John Tewell, colored by ESS. Title. Have you a pass? Seen on the firing line, P.I. date. 1929 Subjects. Spanish-American War, 1898 Photo credits. Keystone Mast Collection, UCR California Museum of Photography, University of California, Riverside, colorized by ESS. Binondo Street and Church. Manila date. Early 1900s C.H. Graves Company, colorized by E.S. Sisson. Photo caption. The Pasig River, From the North Bank under the Suspension Bridge, Manila. Colorized by ESSBW courtesy of Gary de la Rosa. President Sergio Osmeña, and Brigadier General Carlos P. Romulo, on Leyte. November 1944. Image source. Life Photo Collection Photographer. W. Eugene Smith colorized by E. S. Sisson.